What's going on, YouTube? So no one is saying that a woman should not want financial stability. Um, it's logical for a woman to want financial stability, so it makes sense for her to choose a man who is financially stable. And it goes both ways. Don't for one second think that in 2009 men are not supposed to date accordingly to financial stability. So don't think that just because you're a woman you can't be held to a standard where a man needs to feel financially secure with dating you or marrying you. You know, a lot of women sit there and act like they can sit back and demand to be with a man who's financially stable, but a man can't turn around and say, yo, I want you to be financially stable as well. Sorry, it's 2009, right? It's not the olden days. But it makes no sense. Black women talk about there's nothing wrong with, dating for financial stability. Okay, if that's your number one goal, right? If that's number one on your agenda, why complain about black men? If your number one goal is financial stability, then you should be worrying about dating all men. It doesn't matter where they're from, right? If that's what you're going for, financial stability, nothing else matters. The fact remains that it is a given for a woman to want financial stability, right? But here's what black women don't understand. Let's take another minority woman. Let's say a Middle Eastern woman, right? It's already assumed that she's going to marry a man or be with a man who's financially stable. It's common sense, right? Black women are the only ones who feel like they need to boast about or talk about how, they're above dating broke black men or black men who aren't productive. You shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. No one else really does that except you. But anyways, so it makes sense for her to be with a man who's financially stable. But why would she focus on only wanting to date other Middle Eastern men as opposed to trying to find any man who's financially stable? Well, she knows if she finds another financially stable Middle Eastern man, they're going to have a certain lifestyle, right? That man has a background, right? Has a set of beliefs, has a way of living his life that she appreciates and she wants, right? So the way he lives his life will almost automatically assume that he will be financially stable. So of course she's going to desire that man. Same thing with Asian culture, right? You're dealing with an Asian woman who's not Americanized, right? You can already assume that she's going to want to be with a financially stable man. But why would she only want to specialize, let's say, in a Korean man or, wherever she's from? Because she knows there's a certain lifestyle. If she get with this guy, she's going to preserve and carry on a certain culture, a certain heritage that she can pass on. But for black American women, you really don't get a sense of that at all, right? You don't really get this whole idea that they want to be with productive black men, because they're financially stable, but there is a sort of culture and heritage that surrounds them that they want to be a part of, that they want to pass on to their children. You don't get a sense that they want to be a part of something bigger other than financial means. Like, you don't get a sense of that, and the women don't see it. They come on and talk about how, any woman should want a financially stable man. Step your game up, right? As if they're proving a point when you're really not proving a point. Of course, all women want that. That's a given. So if you're a woman, you really don't have to say you need a financially stable man. If your head is on straight, that's already given. Right? I'm not going to ask a woman, hey, do you want a financially stable man? I already know she wants one. But the question is she willing to buy into the lifestyle that she's going to get with being with me? Is she willing to buy into the lifestyle that we're going to have when she puts her half together and I put my half together? Does she want that lifestyle? Probably not. And the black women don't see it. Black women don't have a problem with having children with broke men, right, or unproductive men, then turning around and demanding that the solid men step up and take over. Demanding that the solid men come through and pretty much, pay for their lifestyle. They don't see it. They don't get it. They're not understanding that. It's not about feeling guilty about wanting a financially stable man. So please, think outside of that box. We already know that's what any decent, solid woman is going to want. Alright? So take it easy. God bless.